Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video we're going to be having a look at the case for MXC mining and why I'm going to be getting involved, or why I am already involved with the MXC token mining using the M2 Pro miner. At the same time we'll be looking at what MXC is, the real world usage, how to mine MXC. It's a passive income of course, and the pros and cons of buying an M2 Pro miner, which is the miner that actually mines MXC. So without much further ado, let's get into the video. Just a quick note, before I start all of these, this is just a reminder that I am not a financial advisor. I only do this just to document and journal my journey into the crypto world and into using the crypto or crypto mining as a source of passive income. So all the information in this video purely for educational and entertainment purposes only. Anyway, let me stop rambling and let's get straight to what MXC is. Right, what is MXC? So MXC is a blockchain based decentralized data network that allows for Internet of Things devices to communicate and manage and transfer data over a network. And the whole technology behind MXC is called an LP1. So it's a low power wide access network, and the advantage that LP1 has over Bluetooth or Wi-Fi is one, the distance it could travel, which is up to 20 kilometers compared to Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, which is only 100 meters, and it's cheaper compared to the mobile network we've got, the 3Gs and the 4Gs. However, with LP1, which is the technology behind MXC, or technology that MXC actually uses, it's ideally used for machine to machine communication. So you've got a sensor that actually want to send some data across the MXC blockchain network. It's used for sending that data from the sensor via the gateway, which we'll cover, which is what the M2 Pro miner is. It sends it via the gateway. The M2 Pro miner sends it all the way to the client or device that actually needs to use the data for whatever they need to use the data for. So moving on to the next slide, the real world usage of this data and the blockchain and MXC blockchain. Just imagine having a Internet of Things device, a sensor, something in your car or bike for tracking stuff, smart city, waste management, traffic management, street light, parking meters, sending data across to your local council. That simply the sensor in the bin could simply say, what, bin is full, come empty me out, or something like that. Or smart homes, sending the current meter reading to the utility company, or sending water, how much water you use in a day, and the utility company could then use that data for actually getting your bills, aggregating how much water you need at a particular time of the day, and a couple of other things. So those are the real world usage of this Internet of Things. But MXC is just there as a blockchain technology that could actually enable the transferring of data from the Internet of Things device all the way to whoever needs to use them. In this case, it could be a smart utility company, and the M2 Pro miner serves as a gateway for actually transferring this data from the sensor, which actually sends the data all the way to something like a receiver somewhere by the utility company. Say, good example. Moving on, so how do you actually make money, some passive income off the MXC blockchain? One way is to get the M2 Pro miner, which serves as a gateway for the Internet of Things devices to actually send data from wherever they are and how they're being used to somewhere in the cloud, or someone who actually needs the data. So the M2 Pro miner serves as a gateway for the MXC protocol blockchain. So the IoT devices, we need to pay for uplink and downlink, and this is where you actually get your sort of passive income by providing a gateway for this Internet of Things. The M2 Pro miner is a multi-token miner, and currently earning between $12 and $15 a day, mining MXC, DHX, or BTC. And like I said previously, it's used for machine-to-machine communication, so you're not going to be getting your phone out and trying to connect your phone directly to the M2 Pro miner and look for something. I mean, you could use your phone in managing it, but that's not what it's used for. It's used for communication between machine to machine. So sensors, Internet of Things devices, and the M2 Pro miner communicates, and that data is then sent somewhere, well, wherever it needs to be used. And we'll have a look at the M2 Pro miner website. Right, let's take a look at the MXC MatchX Pro miner, and I'll provide all the links to the website in the description below. Right, you go to MatchX.io and you land on the MatchX website, and this is the site that actually sells the M2 Pro miner. You can get this M2 Pro miner on Amazon as well, and again, I am going to provide the links in the description below, because I do believe getting this from Amazon, you get your M2 Pro miner a lot more quicker. When I got mine, it took less than 4 weeks for the M2 Pro miner to actually arrive, and 4 weeks because of customs delay and all of this and all of that. But anyway, come around to this website. You buy your M2 Pro miner here, and say start mining. When you mine, you could mine for MXC, DHX, Bitcoin, and Polkadot. You could currently mine for MXC and DHX. Bitcoin is actually in the test phase right now. Polkadot is something that they will start mining in the future. I don't have a lot of details about Polkadot for now, but as soon as I get more, I'm gonna share with you guys. So it's a multi-token miner, and you could mine MXC, DHX, and Bitcoin and Polkadot in the future. Bitcoin in the test phase, like I said, and they have a video on there that actually tells you, shows you what it is or how it does it, and it's quite easy to actually set up. The world first LP1 crypto miner, M2 Pro, fundamentally re-engineering mining, empowering the IoT global data network, plus rewarding miner participation. It's time to join the global journey. That's what the M2 Pro miner is all about, and it says the M2 Pro powers the revolutionary low power wide area network LP1, an ambitious global movement led by the MXC Foundation, creating a free decentralized IoT network for everyone. Due to the low power requirements of the M2, we've successfully changed the mining world, making it easier, cheaper, and more profitable to mine multi-tokens than before. So guys, if you compare this miner to the other ASIC miner or Bitcoin miner, the GPU Ethereum miner, it's a lot more profitable, and it's a lot more cheaper to run. It's a silent miner compared to the loud ASIC miners that you could possibly go online and get. We will have a look at the comparison later on, but this is the MatchX M2 Pro miner website, and this is where you actually get the M2 Pro miner itself. Like I said, you can actually buy this on Amazon. I'll provide a link for buying this on Amazon in the description below, but that's a look at their website. Now moving on to comparing these miners to the right, let's just do a quick comparison between the M2 Pro miner and the couple of other ASIC miners out there. Coming onto this website, asicminervalue.com. Again, I'll provide all the link in the description below. You can have a look at this, Bitmain miner, the Go Shell. You can have a look at these profitability per day. Right now, the M2 Pro miner makes between $12 and $15 a day. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be comparing these, profitability per day with some of this ASIC miner. Let's just have a look at the one that makes about $15 actually, not pound, $15 a day. Let's just have a look at these miner. Open a new tab. So it says it makes about $15 a day. or and then $19 a day, $4.32 on electricity, and that's the profitability. But the problem with all of this miner, like I said, is they consume quite a lot of electricity. $4 a day just to mine, it's a lot. And let's have a look at the price as well. Well, doesn't actually tell you how much it is, but let's have a quick look at another one. Let's hope this one has the let's just have a look at this one. Yeah, again, $14 a day. Compare, yeah, look at that. The M2 Pro miner cost about $3,000, and look at the price of this. This costs about $9,000, $10,000, $12,000 just to get a miner. And the return on investment for these miners, it's 679 days. That's about 2 years. These 2.5 years. It's around 30 days. That's way over 2.5 years as well. Compare these with the M2 Pro miner. M2 Pro miner costs about $3,000. You get your investment back in about 8 to 10 months, 7 to 8 to 10 months, to be quite honest with you, and that's simply by mining MXC and DHX. So imagine if you have BTC and dots added, your return on investment is probably gonna go down to about, let's say, 6 to 8 months. Compare these to the ASIC miners that simply just mine one cryptocurrency. So that's me just doing a quick comparison between the M2 Pro miner and a couple of other ASIC miner. I know people out there are probably thinking, hold on a minute, you've got something like a Helium HNT that your return on investments is a lot more lower than this. Yes, that is true. That's definitely true, because you get an Helium for about between $500 and $700 or $800 right now. And the return on investment, some Helium could be in a day, which is absolutely amazing, or it could be in a month, depending on where you are. If you have a lot of if you don't have any witnesses. But I'm just gonna compare the M2 Pro miner with this other ASIC miner, and this is just a good example as to just to see what you're actually getting yourself into. And remember, with Ethereum is moving from proof of work to proof of stake in the next few months. So all of these ASIC miner for Ethereum are probably gonna be God knows what's gonna happen to them. But that's just a quick comparison of what you're actually gonna get in return regarding you buying an M2 Pro miner compared to literally getting a ASIC miner. So we'll move on to the pros and cons of actually getting an right. Should you or shouldn't you get M2 Pro miner? That's $1 million. That's the $1 million question. It's totally up to you. For me, I could actually see the advantage of getting one. It's a multi-token miner. It mines multiple token MXC and DHX currently, and you have BTC currently in the test phase, and Polkadot down the road. And at the same time, I believe in the project. I believe it has real world usage. In fact, MXC is actually being used in China a lot now. So imagine another city or a couple of other towns in Europe or in America using MXC. It's going to be huge. You have about 20 billion Internet of Things devices out there that could actually do with moving to the blockchain, and MXC is one of those blockchain that they could simply start using and start implementing for sending data from the Internet of Things devices over the MXC blockchain. The other thing is there's no witness requirement, unlike Helium, where you need the more witnesses you have, the more HNT token you could actually mine. With MXC, you don't need any of that. You could be the solo gateway or solo miner in your location, and you could still you make your MXC token earning between $12 and $15 a day. Yes, it's fixed compared to HNT. However, if you live in a rural area where you can't have a lot of witnesses, again comparing this to Helium, you can simply get an MXC miner and still make $12 to $15 a day. The other thing is it's a silent miner with low energy usage, compared to the ASIC miner or the GPU miners that could possibly use up to $5 in electricity a day. The MXC miner is powered by power over the Ethernet. You simply plug in your Ethernet. That's how it gets its power. And in a month, you can simply be paying as much in electricity bill as your light bulb. So maybe $5, max $7 a month just to plug in this miner to your power grid. Now let's moving on to the cons. The cost, it's a lot more expensive to actually purchase. For $3,000 you could potentially get 3 to maybe even 5 HNT miners. And again, HNT has its advantages and it also has its disadvantages. I'm just going to compare this with HNT at the moment rather than comparing with the other ASIC miner. You could get 4 to 5 HNT for this price, and spread them across your neighborhood and potentially make more money, and your return on investment is will be a lot more quicker. And again, cheaper competitor with HNT. So, and massive curveball here. It's possible. You could actually have this massive big technology company launching their own blockchain as well. A good example is the Apple Tag. If Apple decides to launch its own blockchain and then use its iPhones as gateway, you have this massive tech company like Apple in the future having its own blockchain and using Apple its iPhones as gateway rather than people getting LP. Rather than people getting MatchX M2 Pro miner, Apple simply just go, we'll use our iPhone as a gateway, and people could actually start getting Internet of Things devices, and anyone that has an iPhone could simply just make money by being a gateway and sending data over the Apple's blockchain. That's just a massive curveball I just need to throw in there. So should you actually get this miner? Again, it's totally up to you. I currently have one. I think I got one delivered a couple of weeks ago. I think about 2 weeks now. I'm probably gonna make a video just to show you guys something about the unboxing or how I've connected it, how much it's currently making me a day. But if you have anything else, guys, just message me in the comments, or put a comment in the comment section below. If I missed anything, just let me know. If you believe there are more pros or there are more cons, just let me know in the comments. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, click the like button so the YouTube algorithm actually recommend this video to other people. Thank you very much, guys, for watching this video. Hope it wasn't too long, and hopefully you gain some insight by watching this video. Thank you.